my series of talking about doing stand-up. Right now, I'm on the topic of the ethical implications of doing stand-up, how to be compassionate while making fun of people. And usually it feels like complete anarchy when you do a set that there's no limits. Everybody can be a target and everything else. But when you do stand up, sometimes you feel like there should be some kind of guidelines or some kind of like things that would be it. But as far as I say, I do not want you to censor your jokes, but I don't want you to attack people who are vulnerable, like trans people or gay people or people with disabilities like autism, like I have autism, and everybody else that is. I talked previously about not naming names. What if people say that they want to know your name? Give them a name, but not their name. Say, this is a person that was a friend. It's not a friend anymore. I just wanted to talk about it. And, but I will not tell them your name out of respect for that person. It's not disrespectful. I'm just putting a spotlight on what happened and how it cannot happen by just saying, we make mistakes. We all make mistakes, and I'm okay with that. I'm fine. I make mistakes all the time. One of the things that I struggle with is the fact that I don't censor jokes. I don't want censorship of jokes. But when it comes to the R word, that becomes a big conflict to me. For somebody who has autism, the word retarded is a slap in your face. If you went and you got some kind of higher education, more than a high school diploma, and you got a college degree, and you're still being talked down to telling you that you are slow or retarded and stuff like that because they are freaking ableist, it's hurtful. It's like, why did I spend all this money and time to try to educate myself when people will still put me in that box? It was bad. There's still some bad things that still happen to me because it's like for having autism. I've seen some comics who talk about people with special needs talking about making fun of special needs, and it's shocking to me, and it makes me feel uncomfortable telling all people who have disabilities like having autism or anything else that they are retarded, and making them feel like they're just trash and dumpster fires, and I'm like, I went and did things. I accomplished things. I got for the love of God. I made a children's book that was published. Stop calling me retarded. So, this is the implications of the ethical implications of stand-up. if you follow what I'm saying, don't use the R word. Don't use retarded. Don't use retarded in any form in stand-up. If you are following this, don't. If you talk about their special needs, make sure that you get consent for those people. Talk about somebody who has a disability before you start ripping them to pieces. People that have autism, not Forrest Gump. They are not Sheldon Cooper. They are not Timmy from South Park. They are a lot more complex than those two, those cartoon characters that you're reducing them to. People, whenever people talk about trans people, like David Chappelle, trans people have feelings too, and you should respect them. And this is another thing about comedy is, since everybody has a cell phone, they're gonna record you. You don't want that to come back to haunt you if you do a set that is extremely hurtful. That's my